Melissa. Happy Friday. We are going to do something super fun today. One of my favorite things, favorite hacks, fast crafting. It is Printable Heat Transfer for when you have multicolored designs. I use this all the time. Now, this design that I'm using cracks me up, okay? It's from the Not Safe for Work bundle on our sister site, Fontsy, which is ending today. So I can't show you a whole lot of those designs because they're not safe for work. But I can show you this one. And what we're going to do is it's multiple colors. I'm going to show you in studio real quick. Well, actually, let's see. I've already flipped it because we're going to print. But it says, I'm sorry, it's just that I literally don't care at all. It's cracks me up. So if you don't have a sense of humor, then this bundle is not going to be for you. However, you can still get out of this technique a lot of tips, okay? All right, so I'm going to print into my home printer on Printable Heat Transfer. I'm using Jet Pro Light because we're going to put it on a white shirt, a workout shirt, you know, because you don't wear this to work, so it's fine. And I'm just using my regular Office Jet inkjet printer, okay? All right, so from Silhouette Studio, I'm just going to click on the Print tab, and here it goes. Now, the nice thing about this design, I'm not even going to use the Silhouette machine at all, okay? I'm just literally, it should be printing in a second. Here it goes. I'm just going to put the whole design right on the shirt, and then I'll pull it off, and it's going to transfer the ink into the fabric, okay? So you don't need to cut it all. You don't need to mess with registration marks for this design anyway. So, this design, someone was just asking, where can you find the design? This design, thank you, can be found in the Not Safe for Work bundle on Fontsy, which I linked to right up there. Now, you can see this is the design right here. It is printed backwards because what we need to do is take this and put it this way onto our shirt, okay? So it needs to be printed in reverse. Now, this is for when you're using Jet Pro Light. If you are putting a design on a dark shirt, that's a different technique, and you would not print in reverse. But today, we're talking about this, okay? Move it over here to the heat press, okay? And the press needs to be at 375. I'm using my little pink one today because it was already warmed up for something else I was doing. So you want to have it warmed up to 375, and it takes 30 seconds, okay? So it's longer than heat transfer vinyl. But just so you know, you need 375. Okay, now, typically what I do, just find the center of your design real quick. Actually, this has a line down the middle, so that's even easier. Ouch. And you want to make sure that it will be fully covered when you press down. Okay? I'm using a pressing pillow as well. Okay, so 30 seconds. This is going to go on here. And then all I'm going to do is pull that backing off. Okay, the whole sheet is going to come off. Someone's asking, can you use an iron? Not for this. You really need a heat press for printable heat transfer because the heat has to be so high, the pressure has to be high, and the time is 30 seconds. All right, and for something like this where it's a large design that's not going to fit under an iron anyway, it's not going to work. You really need a heat press for this. Kind of like sublimation. It's not sublimation. We're using our own home inkjet printer, but that's you need your own. You need a heat press. All right, and I'll throw the link up for this heat press and a couple other presses too. All right, then you're just going to pull this off. Can you see what's happening? And this is an old shirt. Okay, and the design is goes right into the shirt. Okay, so what happens is this is now on the shirt, and it is so, when I say, the reason that I did it this way is so I didn't have to mess with cutting all this different heat transfer vinyl, okay? And I love this because if you don't have a sublimation printer, you're getting the look of sublimation where it's like into the shirt, but you're kind of cheating, okay? So you guys saw how fast that went from studio to printing to on here. If I had to cut all that vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, line it all up, we'd be on here for another 10 or 12 minutes, okay? But this is the fastest way to do it, okay? And it looks really cute. It, you know, is fine in the laundry. People ask all the time, what does it feel like? There's a little bit of like a waxy. After you do it, you should stretch a little bit so that you're not getting, you're not getting the stiffness, okay? And honestly, if you have a smaller design, it is a good idea to cut around it, to trim, to contour, cut around it, or use print and cut, so with the registration marks. The reason I didn't for this was because the design is so large, it essentially took up the entire piece of Jet Pro, all right? And if those of you asking, I will throw this Jet Pro, link to the Jet Pro up for you. So, those of you who are interested in this design specifically, like I said, part of the Not Safe for Work bundle, someone's asking, can you recommend a printer to make this type for sublimation? So this is not sublimation. This is just inkjet printable heat transfer, okay? I just used my Office Jet, looking 8610. The newer model is 8710 or 8810. The sublimation printer I have is different. That is a Sawgrass 400, all right, SG 400. And that requires special ink, special paper, different than this. It's more of an investment. You can get a pack of this, I don't know, for like 30 or 40 bucks or something, like 100 pack, all right? Okay, so who's asking, do a second press after pulling the paper off and it will make the design softer? Yep, you can do the same thing. Yep, there you go. But the stretch is super important as well. You want to make sure you stretch it, all right? All right, guys, this is not a laser printer. This is just an inkjet. I believe they do have this Jet Pro available in for laser printers, if that's what you have. But like I said, I never even use my Silhouette for this. If you watch from the beginning, and you can rewatch from the beginning, I literally sent from Silhouette Studio, the software, to my printer, to my heat press. All right? All right, guys, I hope you have a super fun weekend. Grab that Not Safe for Work bundle if you want it. It ends tonight, expires tonight at midnight Eastern. Okay? All right, I will throw links up for the paper in just a second. I forgot to do that beforehand. All right, see ya.